Joining us from his home, Andy Dolich held positions with all four major sports, including 14 years with the Oakland A's. Andy, how you doing?
That is the question for the ages, Dennis. We're all walking upright. Everybody in the family is doing well.
Without a vaccine, do you see any possible scenario in which contact sports could resume operations?
I am confused, just like many millions of people in the United States. When players in contact sports are sharing bodily fluids in a most positive sense on every single play without a vaccine, even with the daily messages of positivism, I don't quite get it. And I'm not a big fan of, hey, we're going to play games with no fans in the stands. I totally get the revenue, but the magic of fans and players will be missing. And like many others, I'll be waiting to see how it transmits through television. I would like to see a United Nations of sports, everybody coming together. Yes, there are going to be massive financial losses, but you can always negotiate money, Dennis. You know that, but you can't negotiate a human life. So shouldn't all sports come together, say in 2020, we're taking a timeout in order to get us to a better place in 2021.
So Disney President Bob Iger has a possible solution, and that is a bubble city where the NBA teams and players would play and live at Disney World. Seems like a marketing dream for Disney, but is that a feasible solution to salvage what's left of the season?
I don't know. You tell me, Dennis, how well Draymond Green's going to do in Space Mountain. I don't think that's going to work out so good. He doesn't have his audience, and I'm picking on Draymond, but he's a force of nature. So much of this to me seems like gimmickry. I get it. It's innovation, it's creativity, and that's Disney. But does that basically get us to the point of safety? Ultimately, what about the players? What about the officials? Even if you don't have fans in a sports venue, you're still bringing hundreds of other people in that have to present that. It's just like your beautiful face is on the screen, but how many people are behind you making that happen? Many. And we've seen in today's society who our true heroes are, those that are unidentified. So with so many questions still at play, I think the safety aspect should trump everything else, and forgive me for using that word.
Yeah, you're forgiven. Let's say, hypothetically, that the bubble city plan went forward and possibly succeeded. Could baseball follow suit by bringing the teams to Arizona, facilities already constructed, no fans, no airplanes, hotels? Could that be a plan for baseball if the NBA works?
If we go welcome to the Biodome and the fans are singing "Don't Take Me Out to the Ball Game," I guess anything is possible. But I just believe that incredible dynamic between fans and players, there's no way of replicating that. And some of these experiments are going to go wrong. I mean, look at the NBA. They tried that horse experiment, and that was horse bleep. I think that didn't work at all. Let's see how we can craft something that gets us in a systematic, strategic, logical fashion to bring sports back so that the families that are coming to these games feel absolutely safe and trust the organizations as they have before COVID-19 hit us.
Finally, this is your wheelhouse, I think, the local TV contracts. Given your experience, how long can companies like Comcast continue to pay teams without a product?
Not very much longer. Although, as I said earlier, money can always be negotiated. Millions or billions can be negotiated. If you don't have the sport, if you don't have the product, then you run into problems. I do think that innovation, creativity, science, and medicine will get us to a better place. But my whole function and view in sports is the fan in the stand. As long as we can guarantee them in the business of sports that they are going to be healthy and they're going to be able to enjoy it in a regular environment that's not socially distant by 10 feet or wearing masks. For that, I think we're playing games with an opponent that is much stronger than us right now.
Andy, I appreciate your doing this interview, lifetime experience in this area, but I'm not going to be able to get the image of Draymond Green at Space Mountain out of my head for a few days now.
Well, hopefully you'll get the image of me out of your head first. Usually look more like Brad Pitt than that. Don't worry about that the next time. Everybody stay safe and try to stay sane.
All right, Andy. I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis.